this is my fish tank question and answer that I thought of some questions for my creative homework. And this is just a picture of the marine tank just to show you what the stuff looks like while I'll answer some questions. So the first question is, what do these fish eat for food? So all the fish in these tanks eat brine shrimp, but you can get lots of other stuff like sharks eat mackerel and all sorts of stuff. And second question is, what kind of fish are in this tank? Well, there's two small ones hiding. They're damsels, and the one out the front looks like a snake is a blue cheek goby, and the big one is a a clown tang. Then there's lots of other live corals in there. So this is probably the main one. What stuff do you need to keep them alive? Because you can't just put them in a bowl of water that's freezing cold and expect them to live. So stuff that you need to keep the marine tank is the right sort of food, like I just said, the brine shrimp, the right temperatures, the correct water, so that means it has to be salted water, not from a tap. The correct lights, because these are really, you can't have non-lights because all the corals won't grow. And the last one is the correct water level, so you can't have too much salt or too little salt. And you can't have too much air in your tank and all sorts of stuff like that. So these are just some facts that I found on the internet. What is the difference between a tropical tank, which is lake water and rivers, and the marine tank? Well, tropical are warm-watered fish, and they come from lakes and ponds, while marine comes from the sea, and only 10% of the species comes from river and lakes. The rest come from sea. So this is an interesting fact that I found out, that what's the largest fish caught and recorded from the sea? So it was a 208-pound skate. So a skate is basically a ray. So how many different types of soft corals? So these are the living corals. You might think, well, we've got a lot of corals in there, but the ones that look like rocks, they're hard corals, and then we've got some really live ones that move. So you've got to be delicate with those because they can die. So the soft corals are the one that's moving, and there is 2,500 different types of soft corals. This is another interesting fact that I found out when I was just searching around. How does the sea get salt in it? Well, the salt dissolves into the rivers, so from our toilets and stuff, it dissolves into rivers, then all the rivers join into the sea, so with all that salt combined, it moves into the sea, and that's how the sea gets salt in it. And the last question is, what's my favourite fish out the sea? Well, I would say it's a fish, it's an animal out the sea, but my favourite fish probably got to be the manta ray, but my favourite animal out the sea has got to be bottlenose dolphins. So I think that's all the questions for my Q&A on the fish tank. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.